It's called the Infinity Simulator, and it's a virtual world that you navigate in a flying harness. There's plenty of different applications for it. We've got some snowboarding games, some flying through space games, some flying through island games, falling off of building games. It's a bunch of different things that we are designing for the interface. It's more of a control system, and it's mega fun.
The premise of the game is that you're exploring this dark cave and trying to find a way out. But unfortunately, there's something lurking in the darkness, so you can't actually stay in a dark area for too long. Otherwise, the thing in the darkness will come out and meet you.
It's designed to help desensitize kids to their fears of being in bed alone at night, and it tracks his face. So wherever the player looks in the real world is where he'll look in the game. And there's also another feature, if you notice the pillows being thrown in, and as he presses it, see he'll be throwing a pillow into the game environment. So no longer are children bound by just simple regular game controllers or mouses or whatnot. They simply just have to move their face or hit the pillow.
You pick up items, there's 12 weapons in the game. There's 4 dynamic levels that transition. You go from a space station to a space elevator, and then there's escape pods, and you go to a castle and a dungeon. So it was made using Unity, and it was the first time for most of us doing that.
It's a steampunk-themed multiplayer puzzle FPS, and 2 teams of players compete to guide automatic steam bots into their team's power generator. And away from the opposing team's power generator, while fighting off the enemy player using 3 different weapons.
The character has their own music that goes along with it when you pick them up. So as you go gathering more people, more music is played, and it eventually plays a pretty good song.
It's a underground exploration survival game. It's made in the Unreal Engine. We don't want the player to feel overly empowered. We want them to feel like they really are weak and they're in an area that can hurt them, and that they are sensitive to that.
This is our game, Save the Princess. Basically, it's based off of Star Fox 64, with a single exception that we have, instead of using a gun, you have this massive sword. We wanted it basically as a parody of the Japanese anime styles. So I was also strongly inspired by Ren McGree, the surrealist artist.
Vim is kind of a game about cooperation between 4 different characters that have to help save the forest from this kind of evil, infectious darkness. And the idea is that there's one main character who can light the forest on fire, thereby destroying the darkness, but also destroying the forest. So the idea is you have to use the 3 supporting characters to kind of control the fire, and you move the 4 of them simultaneously in the level using kind of this control interface that we've devised. You could also use the mouse, but we kind of prefer the camera interface because it's a little bit more intuitive and it allows people to cooperate.
Pretty much it's a co-op hack and slash action adventure game. You play as a brother and sister on a quest to defeat an evil wizardress, and on the way you have to slice down a lot of minions, poison a lot of people, and generally cut stuff up.
Basically what I wanted to do is take different controller types, like a piano, a microphone, and a standard keyboard, and it also works with a drum set, which I don't have. But yeah, and have 3 different players that control themselves differently in kind of cooperative gameplay towards comic book.
My game is called Mariana. It's an undersea adventure shooter exploration game with full range of motion in any direction. It's infinite and it's generated by the computer as the game is played.
It's a 2D platform puzzle thriller. It's about dreams. You're traveling between this dream world and nightmare world, switching back and forth. And that's how you overcome obstacles. There's some things you can do in the dream world and there's some things you can only do in the nightmare world. But obviously the nightmare world's more dangerous. So you have to, deal with that balance.